Hey everybody, it's Kalymnios here, author of the book The Thought Gym and founder of thethoughtgym.com. Welcome to today's video. Today what I want to talk to you about is these 4 quadrants. They're Stephen Covey, actually, Dr Stephen Covey's 4 quadrants of importance and urgency. Let me explain these 4 quadrants to you. There is an urgency and important quadrant, and then we have an important quadrant, and we have an urgent but not important quadrant, and then finally we have a not important and not urgent quadrant. This is a really useful tool to use to identify areas of your life where you are maybe spending a bit too much time in one quadrant or the other. What quadrant do you think you should be spending a lot of time in? I'm not going to answer that just yet for you. What I'm going to do is give you some examples of what maybe goes into each quadrant. Let's take the urgent and important quadrant. I'm going to use the example really around health because that's really my passion. So these are going to be these illustrations. So urgent and important might be immediate back pain, twisted ankle, broken leg, some kind of allergic reaction that you might have. These are really urgent and they're very important that you get them seen to straight away. In the other quadrant of importance, you may have things like exercising regularly, managing your thoughts, remaining calm under pressure, or learning to remain calm under pressure I should say, meditating, eating well, learning how to cook healthy foods. These are important, but they're not necessarily seen as urgent because they're not right there, then and there, that they need to be done. They can always be done someday, let's say. Then you have got the urgent but not important quadrant, and that might be taking a phone call potentially while you're supposed to be in the gym, or your friends are egging you on to go to a leaving drinks instead of you going and working out after work. These are kind of urgent, they're happening then and there, but they're not really important. They're not really there for your priorities. In fact, you may be serving someone else's priorities by focusing your attention on those things. And then you've got the not urgent and not important quadrant, and that is really the kind of things like silly emails or surfing the web for hours or over-analysing like a workout routine, anything like that. It's not really important or urgent. So back to the question, where do you spend most of your time? Well, a lot of people anyway, I don't know about you personally, but they tend to spend their time in the urgent and important quadrant, or the urgent and not important quadrant, or sometimes quite a lot of time in the not urgent and not important quadrant. And what is the one quadrant you should be spending time in? Yes, it's the important quadrant, as much as possible. Often you may, let's say for example, you don't spend enough of your focus in the important quadrant. Let's say you don't look after yourself, you don't exercise regularly, you're not taking up yoga or Pilates or something like that. And then suddenly, because you haven't put that focus there, you end up with a back pain. So then that becomes an urgent and important problem. My urge to you this week is to identify what areas each week you're spending different quadrants in, what activities are where. Look to focus on the important areas of your health, let's say, your health, your fitness, and spend time there. Even though they're not urgent, they serve you in the long run. They are the important ones. So focus your attention on the important and also naturally the urgent and important. The other 2 quadrants can maybe take a little bit of a backseat for the time being. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you like this video. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all of the usual. And I look forward to serving you again on the next video. I welcome any comments. Please have a fantastic week. Take care, bye bye.